All right, so the whole back half of the last video, we showed how to find the coefficient of determination with either Excel or with StatCrunch. I remember StatCrunch has it right up here, R square, RSQ, there it is. It's 0.4732. All right, so what does that mean? That means that 47% of the variability in the percentage of school students who pass the state of Ohio math test. So remember, that's what this is. This is a percent of students in a particular school that can pass this test. They're not the same, right, from school to school. So some schools are 66 and some schools are 53. But why are they up and down like that? Well, 47% of that up and downness can be explained by the percentage of students that have free reduced lunch. Again, that doesn't mean that free reduced lunch is causing these math scores. It just means that there's a relationship going on. And that relationship can explain 47% of the variability that we're seeing here. The rest of it, though, we're not really sure why it's happening. The remaining, okay, I'm doing this in my head, 52.68%, I think I did that right, of the variability in is left unexplained. Let's just do it that way. And of course, because there are a lot of lurking variables that affect the passing rate for a school, right? I mean, the culture of education in that area, the socioeconomic, free reduced lunch is only one factor in a socioeconomic picture. Race, ethnicity, gender, I mean, there are tons of things that affect all of that. All right. Now we're done with Objective 1. Let's move on to Objective 2, which is performing a residual analysis on a regression model. So remember, back in section 4.1, we were told that there are a lot of ways to gauge whether or not you should be looking at a linear model. So one of them was to look at a scatter plot, and we learned how to make scatter plots in Excel and StatCrunch. Another one is to check the value of R, and we learned how to do that in section 4.1. Remember, oops, here, I'll get there. Not there, not there. Aha, this page. There is this test right here, and you have this list of the critical values for a correlation coefficient and all that jazz. And see, the same box that we're looking at right now, right there. Oops, hold on, I went too far. There we go. Now we're going to look at the residual plot, right? And then there's more rigorous tests we could perform, and that would be chapter 14. But let's look at the residual plot. Okay, so remember also from section 4.2, we learned what a residual is. Residual is the distance between the line and the point, right? Called the error, residual error. All right, so a scatter plot with a linear regression line draws like this. So see, there's a point down there, and it's got a little negative distance. There's a point down there, it's got some negative distance, and there's another one, right? And so on. So we observe the black dot, and we predicted what was on the line. So what we could do is we could sketch the residuals on the graph below. Now let me pause and I will sketch that. Hold on. There we go. All right, I did my best, so bear with me. I'm trying to do this with dots and Excel or in Word here. But basically what I'm trying to show you is like this little horizontal line. That's like the linear regression line. It's like I take this line and I kind of slam it down and put it right on the x-axis. And then this distance right here is that distance right there. And then this distance right here is that distance right there. And then this one is that positive one. And then this one is that bigger positive one, and so on. And you've kind of tilted the whole thing so that instead of looking at it at an angle with the points kind of spread along the angle, you've kind of re-tilted it so that you're only looking at the distances themselves from that line, right? And everything just goes straight up and down from there. We are not going to do this by hand. Obviously, I mean, this isn't even accurate what I did, right? So we are going to make Excel and or StatCrunch draw them for us, right? Using Excel or StatCrunch. Okay, and we'll see how to do that in another video, right? All right, so I'll see you back here then.